Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another gravity ice dye. This time I'm going to do one again with the fire colours. So because the yellow didn't quite work out in my last video, I'm a bit determined to get it to work this time and have all of the colours visible. So let's get into it. As always, I have my t-shirt here that's been pre-soaked in soda ash for about 15 minutes and then has been wrung out quite well with my hands and a bit of a twist, just to avoid adding extra weight so it doesn't fall out of my cup. And then I'm actually doing something a little bit different this time, so I'm just going to zoom in. Up until now in my videos, I've just been using a plastic cup and then cutting a cross shape in the bottom so that it would prevent the t-shirt from falling through. But after doing it many times, I realized that the color was kind of storing around the bottom rim of the cup. So I've actually just changed over to using like one of those big soft drink bottles. Now this one is probably about a litre one. I don't think they sell them in Australia, but in Japan they have like litre sized ones. And then I've just cut the mouth of the bottle off as close as I can to the end, but it does get a bit hard there, so it is a little bit tricky. And then again, I've just cut the bottom off as close to the end as possible and then made 2 holes to put the string through. Now because this has that beautiful kind of U shape, it does help to get all of the ice and the dye colours to just flow straight into the t-shirt a lot better, and there's a lot less waste for dye and then just nicer, more even colouring. For my video today, I'm actually just going to layer the colours in ice and completely leave it alone. So usually when I do these, I kind of top it up as I'm going to see how the colours are going. But this time I just want to try layering and leaving it in to see how that happens. For this one I ended up using 5 colours, but I could only fit 3 in to begin with, so I did top it up. But you know, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. This is the result of the fire or a tea that I did the other day. Now, I was trying so hard to get the yellow to come through, but again, the orange just overtook it. Although I did get a touch of it on the sleeves, and honestly, I actually think the sleeves of this shirt make the entire shirt, so I'm just gonna hold them out for you guys now. Now for this shirt, I did kind of want to try and keep the sleeves as white as possible. Red is just known for being such a strong dye colour that it just kind of takes over any white place when you wash it in the machine. So I actually washed this one out more than I usually would do, and as a result the colour has kind of like faded. It's not as bright as it usually would be when I finish, but usually after washing these t-shirts for the first 3 to 5 times they do still bleed quite a bit, so I'm just wondering if that will kind of like stop the bleeding so much, or if it will fade a lot faster than my other works. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see for that. Now I actually was only going to use red, yellow and orange on this one, but because the yellow completely disappeared, I decided to go ahead and put a darker colour on the bottom just to give it a bit more variation and contrast. So I'm quite happy with how that turned out. Let's have a look at the back now. Here is the back of the t-shirt, and yeah, again I am very happy with how this one turned out. Would have been nice if I could have got the yellow to just kind of stay around the neck a bit there, but yeah, I think if I was going to do it again I would wait for quite a long time before I put any of the other colours on. I was in a little bit of a rush when I did this one just because the sun was starting to come down, and then yeah, the ice just doesn't melt as well when it's not so hot. But yeah, we're slowly getting there with these fire gradient tea. I think in my next one or the one after I should be able to get quite a nice result. So yeah, just have to keep trying on that one. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!